Zero, Sri Subhash Chandra Singh. Please.
Point of order, sir.
Tell me, what is the point? What rule?
Sir, rule number 238(5) and rule 238(3). Both the rules I am invoking, sir. I draw your kind attention.
Please tell me what is the subject.
On the last occasion, one of the Telugu Desam Party members of this House has raised certain issues which are objectionable and should not have been raised in this House, which your good self has permitted him to speak. And I want these observations to be expunged. Which
Cannot be a point of order. You can write to me. Definitely, if there is something which is not allowed as per the rules,
Sir.
and objectionable,
Sir.
that will be taken care.
Sir.
But you can't just on a point of order.
Sir,
Point of order can be at the time of speaking.
Sir,
That's about it.
sir, one more.
No, yes, I have agreed now, so please send it to me. Don't go into the merits, please. Don't go into the merits. This will not go on record. Right. Who is that? Sri Vinay Viswam. Vinay Viswam. Please. No, please. Don't. So that you are in this house, and then you have to follow the rules. Please, no, that's not the way. Please sit down and follow the rules. And you are raising point of order, quoting a rule without following the rule. See, it's not good. You are saying chairman is biased. Sri Subhash Chandra Singh.
Sir.
Sri Vinay Viswam. Sri Vinay Viswam and the other person has given a notice for suspension of rules. Both the notices, I have gone through it and I have not permitted.
Sir, 1 minute,
we will discuss it in normal course.
Sir, 1 minute, sir.
Sri Subhash Chandra Singh.
Sir.
Sri Subhash Chandra Singh.
Sir, just 1 minute,
Sri
sir.
Subhash Chandra Singh.
Sir, 1 minute,
Please. Sri Subhash Chandra Singh. Sri Subhash Chandra Singh. This is not going both ways in the
Sir, gallery number 4, sir.
electronic way. Sri Subhash Chandra Singh.
Sir, gallery number 4, sir.
Start.
Sri Subhash Chandra Singh.
Sir,
Please.
sir, sir. Gallery number 4, sir. Sir, chairman, sir. Sir, ओडिशा रे जनसंख्या 4.5 कोटी लोक भितरु पश्चिम ओडिशा सर पश्चिम ओडिशा रे सारे सर्वाधिक आमर जो माने गरीब लोक आदिवासी लोक हरिजन लोक जो माने सर केंदु
you know the rules. You cannot say like that.
10 लाख वर्कर
Right.
सारे 80 भाग
You have given more opportunities to you.
बहुत दुर्बल जीएसटी 18% तांको ऊपर जो धार्य करा जायछि से जीएसटी अतीत रे 5% थिला.
All remarks will be expunged if they are objectionable and if there is anything what you say is substantial.
सारे मार्च मासरु जून मास पर्यंत केंदु लिपिरे काम करंती जीवन रोजी रोटी बंचिया पई ए महिला माने उपकृत हे परिबे. माननीय मुख्यमंत्री नवीन पटनायक ओडिसा माननीय मुख्यमंत्री 2-3 थर चिठी लिखि सारे अर्थ मंत्रालय को जीएसटी चेयरमैन को ए संपर्क में माननीय अध्यक्ष जरिया किसी निर्देशनामा आसवा दरकार. यही गरीब महिला जो माने 10 लाख ओडिशा रे काम करछंती 80 भाग महिला सेतिर अछंते सेमानकर बोनस रे सेमानकर किछि बुद्धि हबो प्राप्य रे वृद्धि हबो सेमाने सुरक्षित हे परिबे. गोटे बड़ समस्या ओडिशा रे केंदुलिप वर्कर मानक पई माननीय चेयरमैन ये निर्देशनामा केंद्र सरकार एक क्षेत्र में किसी निष्पत्ति नवा दरकार. 18% जीएसटी को कमाई अतीत 5% था से 5% यदि करा जाय पारिबो ताले 10 लाख केंदुलिप वर्कर
श्री सैयद जफर इस्लाम
मार्च जून पर्यंत काम.
सैयद जफर इस्लाम.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman.
Syed Jafar Islam from Lok Sabha.
From Lok Sabha, sir. Sir, Honorable
Subhash
Chairman,
Chandra.
thank you very much for giving me
Thank
this
you.
opportunity to speak. I would like to speak on an issue which is important and relevant, and it is pertaining to NBFC, which is also referred to as non-banking financial services, non-banking financial companies. Sir, in India's financial ecosystem, NBFC plays a very important role. In fact, they not only supplement, they also complement in banks' efforts to promote financial inclusion. And NBFC has played a very vital and important role in reaching out to last mile credit and last mile credit delivery and reaching out to the entrepreneur even in unbanked segment of the society. Today, I think that NBFC is struggling purely because the RBI has issued certain guidelines post-COVID where they have addressed the problem faced by NBFC on asset side, but the liability side problems have not been addressed by those circular which has come out, which RBI had issued in September and on August 2020. Sir, they have been asked to refer to the prudential framework for stressed assets 2019, which has been issued by RBI, which actually pre-COVID level, and it does not address the concern and the problem which is being faced by NBFC. I would like to bring your attention and RBI's attention through you, sir, that today RBI should come out with a new framework which addresses the concern of the
Right.
NBFC, particularly
Islam.
on the liability side.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Santanu Sen.
Sir, good morning. With all humility, I would like to draw your kind attention to three important issues. Number one, as you know that during this COVID pandemic, the COVID vaccination is being done through CoWIN app. Though there was not adequate information percolated regarding this vaccination across the country, but the vaccination is being done through CoWIN app, but several glitches are found while registering in this CoWIN app, sir. The healthcare worker who is getting registered in CoWIN app, during the time of vaccination, many a time this app is getting hung. That's why the vaccination process is getting hampered, number one. When we are planning to get them vaccinated offline, there is a stricture that no person can be vaccinated offline, otherwise they won't get the vaccination certificate. Number two, there is a process of random selection, sir. That means along with the doctors, many ASHA workers and other healthcare workers, they are automatically getting registered. But the reality is many of them are not interested to get vaccinated. On the contrary, those who are really interested to get vaccinated, they are not getting selected randomly by the app, sir. And number three, till date, many healthcare workers and doctors didn't get the scope to get their name registered, though they need to get vaccinated and they are interested to vaccinated because this app suddenly got closed. So my humble submission, this CoWIN app should be made functioning properly, sir. Thank you very much.
Wait. Thank you. So, please, I'll look into that. Sri Kumar Ketkar, Health Minister was there? No. ठीक है बाद में कुमार केतकर जी लोकसभा
या लोकसभा
मराठी मराठी
या आदरणीय सभापतीजी, आपण नेहमी मातृभाषेला उत्तेजन देत आले आहात आणि सदस्यांनी आपल्या भाषेत बोलावेसा आग्रही आपण धरला आहे. त्याला अनुसरून मी आज मराठीमध्ये बोलणार आहे. मला आपण बोलण्याची संधी दिलीत याबद्दल मी आपला आभारी आहे. मला प्रचंड देशामध्ये वेगाने वाढणाऱ्या शहरीकरणाबद्दल
Voice, I'm told voice is not coming. Technical staff. It is louder also, Ketkar ji.
या देशामध्ये प्रचंड वेगाने वाढणाऱ्या ठीक आहे देशामध्ये प्रचंड वेगाने वाढणाऱ्या शहरीकरणाबद्दल
By and large, I understand, but what you are saying is right. Please, go ahead.
आणि त्याचबरोबर वाढणाऱ्या बकालीकरणाबद्दल आणि शहरी नियोजन शून्य अराजकीकरणाकडे आपले लक्ष वेधायचे आहे. अनेकांची अशी धारणा होती आणि अपेक्षाही होती की पंतप्रधानांच्या अभिनव स्मार्ट सिटी संकल्पनेद्वारे शहरं सुधारतील. निदान शहरांच्या सुंदरतेकडे, एकूणच शहराच्या नियोजनाकडे, शहरांच्या रचनेकडे लक्ष दिले जाईल. परंतु बेपर्वाई वाढतानाच दिसते आहे. मी अर्बन डेव्हलपमेंट स्टँडिंग कमिटीवरती आहे, त्यामुळे अनेक शहरांना भेट देण्याची संधी मला मिळाली आहे. सर्व शहरांमध्ये सौंदर्य तर सोडाच, शहरं विद्रूप आणि विकृत होत चाललेली आहेत. स्मार्ट सिटीच्या नावाखाली काही जुनेच प्रकल्प डागडुजी करून नवे भासवले जात आहेत आणि कोट्यावधी रुपयांचा चुराडा होत आहे. विशेष म्हणजे राष्ट्रीय वस्तुशास्त्रज्ञ आणि अर्बन प्लॅनर्स या दोघांनी याच्याबद्दल तक्रारी करून आर्किटेक्ट्स असोसिएशनसारख्या संस्थांनी पण गंभीर आक्षेप घेऊ नये या आक्षेपांकडे बेपरवाईने दुर्लक्ष केले गेले आहे. दुर्दैवाची गोष्ट ही की अशी बेपरवाई राजधानी दिल्लीतच ज्या प्रकारे सेंट्रल विस्टाचा प्रकल्प 20,000 कोटी रुपयांपेक्षा जास्त खर्च करून अंमलात आणला जात आहे आणि पार्लमेंट बिल्डिंगसारख्या हेरिटेज ऐतिहासिक इमारतीचा सगळा वारसा पुसून टाकला जात आहे, ज्या ठिकाणी पंडित जवाहरलाल नेहरू आणि लालबहादूर शास्त्रींनी देशाची गौरवशाली इतिहास उभा केला, ज्या ठिकाणी इंदिरा गांधींच्या नेतृत्वाखाली पाकिस्तानचा पूर्ण पराभव करून बांगलादेश निर्मितीबरोबर अवघ्या दक्षिण आशियाचा इतिहास व भूगोल बदलला आणि ज्याबद्दल आदरणीय पंतप्रधान अटल बिहारी वाजपेयींनी सुद्धा त्यांचा गौरव केला, त्याच गौरवशाली वास्तूला अडगळीत टाकण्याचा अश्लाघ्य प्रयत्न दिल्लीमध्ये चालू आहे. नवीन लोकसभा राज्यसभा इमारत बनवताना केवळ गांधीजींचा पुतळा हलवला नाही तर सगळा संसदीय लोकशाहीचा इतिहासच पुसून टाकण्याचा प्रयत्न चालू आहे. ही केवळ पैशाची 20,000 कोटी रुपयांची उधळपट्टी नाही तर स्वतंत्र भारताचा इतिहासच उधळला जात आहे. संसदीय लोकशाहीला एक प्रकारे आव्हान दिले जात आहे. दुर्दैवाने या प्रकल्पाने होणाऱ्या दिल्लीच्या विद्रुपीकरणाकडे, विकृतीकरणाकडे आणि अर्बन डिस्कंटेंटकडे सर्वांचेच दुर्लक्ष होत आहे. वर म्हटल्याप्रमाणे शेकडो आर्किटेक्ट्सनी या प्रकल्पाविरोधात अर्बन प्लॅनर्सनी असा प्रकल्प असता कामा नये असे म्हणूनही त्याची दखलही घेतलेली नाही. आर्थिक हलाखीतून सध्या देश चाललेला आहे आणि अशा वेळेला असे 20,000 कोटी रुपयांपेक्षा जास्त कोट्यवधी रुपयांची होणारी उधळपट्टी ही ताबडतोब थांबवावी असे सुचवून मी माझे निवेदन संपवतो. माननीय सभापतीजी, धन्यवाद.
जी अपना चांगले बोलाले आहे, धन्यवाद. श्री P. Wilson.
Sugarcane growers are put to untold hardships and are in huge financial distress. The sugarcane growers sell their produces to about 44 sugar mills factories in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry. However, for past 2 years, the private and public sector sugar mills, cooperative sugar mills, including the state government cooperative society, have not paid the purchase price of sugarcane to the cane producers, and about 1,000 crores are due to the sugarcane growers by these sugar mills. Sadly, more than 15 sugar mills factory in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry have been closed, including the government-run Puducherry sugar mill. These closed mills owe several hundred crores to the sugarcane growers, leaving behind more than 1 lakh farmers in distress as they have not settled the sugarcane purchase money. Due to closure of sugar mills, more than 1 lakh workers employed directly and indirectly are left in lurch and they are not paid with salary for more than 2 to 3 years. Also, due to corona lockdown, there was shortage in labor to harvest the crops. Thousands of sugarcane growers in Kadalur, Nagapattinam and Tanjavur are in huge debts and have mortgaged their land, sold their jewels and drained their savings and virtually standing on streets. The farmers are not in a position to recover the sale proceeds from these closed mills as nationalized banks have priority over these debts and they have invoked the National Company Law Tribunal by initiating insolvency proceedings. The national cooperative sugar mills have not paid the state advisory price on the sugar cane for a period of 2 years. Besides, nationalized banks are hesitating to give crop loans to these farmers. The deadlock in the sugar industries can be set right only when the central government announces a fair and remunerative price for the sugar season, taking into consideration all sections. The union government should also come out with a definite sugarcane policy and should frame a rehabilitation package specifically for sugarcane growers in Tamil Nadu, taking into consideration the pandemic crisis, and sanction a special fund of rupees 1,000 crores to be paid through all nationalized banks to all these sugarcane growers in Tamil Nadu and Puducherry.
Right. It's a time. Not time. Let's fix the time. Not. Nandri, Sanjeev. Nebam Rabia. That's why one has to keep in time in mind. Otherwise, that will automatically get.
Sir, Lok Sabha Chamber.
Please. Nebam Rabia, Lok Sabha
yes,
Chamber.
This is regarding creation of separate All India Service Cadre of IAS, IPS and IFS for Arunachal Pradesh. Sir, this demand of the government of Arunachal Pradesh has been pending long, and the Legislative Assembly of Arunachal Pradesh has also passed numerous resolutions to this effect. Arunachal, geographically being the largest state, the biggest state in the whole of Northeast region, we need committed and dedicated All India Service Cadre officer in the state of Arunachal Pradesh. Therefore, Since this request has been forwarded to the Ministry of Home Affairs, I would urge upon the government to consider this request. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sri, special mentions, you have to lay.
Sir, at the beginning of 0 hour, certain references were made to the chair by certain members of a certain political party. So they were highly objectionable references, and I would request you to please take note of it and take the necessary actions.
सर 0 आवर समाप्त हो गया, लेकिन कभी-कभी विषय इतना महत्वपूर्ण होता है. उत्तराखंड के चमोली में ग्लेशियर के
Coming to this, see, I feel really sad today. Never it has happened.
This is not desirable, sir. All the person in the chair, sir, nobody appreciates it, sir. So there should be not only be condemned, sir, some certain actions should also be taken as per the rule.
See, any member speaking, if anything objectionable is said, many member can bring it to the chairman's notice, and then after examination, such remarks are expunged. To my knowledge, nobody raised objection or protested. Nothing was brought to my notice. And even if suppose it was not done, subsequently parties or persons they realize, they should give a notice, and then I should go through it and then take appropriate action, which we have been doing so. But this sort of, in spite of chairman saying this is not done, continuously making allegations. Idea is to make chairman dysfunctional. And there are methods if you don't have confidence in the chairman. I have no problem. But I will not be cowed down by this sort of efforts for making the chair dysfunctional. The day I assumed this post, even before I accepted this proposal, I have resigned from the party. And since then, I have not been going to any political programs or attending any such functions where they are affiliated to one particular part. And this is a decision for me during the course of my lifetime because of this August for this constitutional responsibility in the House. I thought that's proper to do it. I have done it. And suddenly somebody says that your body is here, heart is there and somewhere and all. My heart is with the country. My heart is with the Constitution. My heart is with the people of India. I don't worry about this, but as a human being, normally it pains. I'm happy the leader of the opposition and the chief whip and other seniors have taken note of it. And the other leaders of the parties also disassociated with such remarks. I feel really sad. Priyanka Chaturvedi also has given a notice for suspension of business that you please give a notice on it under different this thing, and I will examine it, Priyanka ji. And as far as the issue of the Uttarakhand is concerned, the entire House and for that matter country is really concerned. It feels sad of what is happened in Uttarakhand. Today morning, in the first hour itself, I spoke to the Honorable Chief Minister of Uttarakhand. And the Chief Minister told me that all efforts are on and there is no certainty about the number of casualties. And the tunnel is very long, and ITBP people who swung into action immediately later the army also has been called, and other agencies, DRF and all, everybody is actively engaged, and the efforts are on to save the lives of the people. So let us wait for some time and get full details. Home Ministry is looking into this, and their Prime Minister himself is reviewing what is happening there. And really, it's a matter of grave concern. We shall wait till we get final report, and then I'll be asking Home Minister, to apprise us of what has happened exactly and give that further details. So Kishan Reddy, please tell the Senior Minister. I try to get in touch with him in the morning. So, Viswambar Prasad Nishad, please lay.